Hello everybody, Glitch Reaper here. You probably didn't think this world would come up again. Well, I just keep coming back to it for one reason or another, and in this case, it's actually for part of a mod review. I am going to be doing a considerable amount of inventory pets. This segment will probably actually be after I've already said that. But anyhow, the real thing that I am doing here is something very special. The 12 Days of Petmas. Now, in Inventory Pets, if you go to Achievements, you'll find out that there's actually an interesting way that it lines up things, and one of them is one I hadn't fully got yet. Gifted. Get all the gifts from Petmas. Well, I hadn't gotten this file anyhow. But anyhow, the whole thing is, every day of Petmas will basically be one specific gift. Now, I'm going to show that off with various inventory pets. Now, this is the Christmas tree pet for this particular day, and I'm going to try to alternate between the different pets as I go along that are holiday related. Now, as you can see, this particular Christmas tree is very special. It has the ability to give you a gift. You can do this once per day during the Petmas cycle, and it runs through the 14th of December to the 25th. Each of those days, you can receive a Petmas present, and there are 4 particular pets that you can do this with. I'm holding the Christmas tree pet right now, but there are 4 overall. There's the Christmas tree pet, as I'm holding. Get that with redstone, gold ingot, diamond, and a cookie. You can do it with the Menorah pet. That's with gold nuggets, gold ingot, diamond, lapis lazuli, and some lapis nuggets. And you can also, might add, any nuggets made by Inventory Pets is done the normal way, using one of the corresponding materials and turning it into 9 fragments, and they can be turned back, so it's pretty much the same way. Now, so if you hadn't seen that segment yet, that's how. Now, other than the Christmas tree and Menorah pet, there is the politically correct pet for those who don't have a particular holiday. It's gold ingot, more gold nuggets, a diamond, and a piece of clay. Now, there's also the Mishima Sabah pet. This is for Kwanzaa. And this one actually is one of the most colorful of the recipes. A couple of redstone, a couple of coal nuggets, a couple of emerald nuggets, a gold nugget, and the diamond. As well as, of course, the gold ingot down there, because it's pretty usual with these. But let's get on to the pet of the day. Other than that, I should be cutting these all together to show how this all works. Now, these are all very specific days, and I'm going to take care of that Furby problem a little bit later, because I'm trying to do this here. So, let's do my Petmas present. Wait a moment. That's impossible. I can't have already received my gift today. I think I need to do this on another file. Maybe you can only receive a Petmas present absolutely once per world, but I guess that does make sure that you can get them all overall. Okay, I'll cut this and be back whenever I go to another world. So I'll be right back, and with another Christmas tree. Okay, I'm back. Glitch Reaper here, and I do have my Christmas tree pet again, and again, if this not this world, I will go to another one. But for now, I think I will just try this out and show which present you get for this day. Remember, this is the 14th, so this will be day specific. So, let's go. Hear that sound? I just got a present. At least I should have. What? Where did the present go? Oh, nope. Oh, I'm having some present issues. Okay. I'll try this again on another file, but I should have gotten my holiday gift today. What is going on here? The holiday event should be fine. I'll be back on another world. I will be back. Okay, I'm back. 3rd time's the charm. Let's do this. Okay. It worked. I have present. Now, this actually has a special note on it. As you can see, it even says, open immediately, only valid during Petmas, December 14th through 25th. So, I'm going to use this to reveal what the present of this particular day is. Otherwise, I'm going to be bouncing through profiles forever if this doesn't work. Okay. So let's do this. Now, let me see here. there's even an unwrapping sound. I really hope that's loud enough to get through. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is a holiday cookie. You eat it and you get strength 2 for 5 minutes straight, which is nice. So, yeah, you get a Christmas cookie for this day. Seeing how you only get one present per, that kind of makes it like a very special treasure. I mean, if you were in a big survival world and you were doing Petmas, you'd probably want to frame this. Even though it does in fact have a little boost, the fact is you'd probably want to frame this, because this is a precious gift. Okay, so, yeah. Holiday cookie. So, next time I'm on, we will alternate to another pet, and I will reveal another present. And I will catch you in the next segment. So, see you then. Okay, I'm back here, and yeah, this particular part of my inventory pets review is going across worlds, dimensions, etc. In this case, I am here in the crystal dimension from Spawn in Crazycraft 3. Why? Because a lot of the mods bonuses haven't really changed between versions, and that's a good thing, because that means I can show what they all are, and not have to worry about the clock the whole time. What do I mean? Well, it is once a day, and I don't know if it's down to the hour or the day, so therefore I'm just going to make sure that I do it in different worlds so I get the whole pattern. But yeah, this is for the 15th of December, the second day of Petmas. So let's see what reward you get whenever I use a Menorah pet to do it, which is, again, they can be used interchangeably. So it just depends on which version of the holiday season you're really going for. So, whichever way it is whichever way it is for you. Everybody's holidays. Anyhow, let's check what this one has. I have the gift. And as usual, it has the little tag of, of saying that you have to open it between the 14th and the 25th. So, well, not between, on those days. But anyhow, let's go. Aha! I got myself a nice mug. And it's not just any mug, it's a mug of eggnog. This one is kind of a bit special because it gives you instant full health. Now, remember, if this really is once per world, you'd probably want to use this for a very, very special event. Or frame it and say, I have all the gifts of Petmas on your wall. But yeah, an instant full health boost. So if you're in a dire situation and you drink this, you would be automatically up to whatever your maximum health is. Pretty good. I've seen a few items like that, but it's not very often, actually. So this is one of those things to keep in mind, is that Inventory Pets does in fact have a mug of eggnog that will give you full instant health, but it is one of the special gifts of Petmas, so you only get one. Anyhow, on towards the next segment, so I'll see you then. Oh, this holy Thaumcraft node looks a lot like a Christmas star on top of a tree. However, we're here for the politically correct pet version, so it's just kind of a funny holiday observation. It looks kind of like a tree star. It's not even technically over a tree. I just thought this positioning looked cool. Yeah, as long as I have this armor on, it automatically makes me see Thaumcraft nodes. So yeah, the funny thing is it also shows through you, so I can kind of, see, can I position this just right? Wow, that does look cool. Makes me look like I have a glowing gemstone. Anyhow, I'm actually here for the third part of my 12 Days of Petmas, a special look into inventory pets. So, since this is December 16th, the third day of Petmas, let's see what this politically correct pet gives to me. Did it not work? Technical difficulties. I'll probably have to be right back, because that should have worked. Something tells me these are somewhat buggy. I'll be back. Okay, another world, another try. Let's do this again with the politically correct pet. What is it? Oh, wait. Okay, it went in here. Fair enough. Wonder if that's what happened last time. Okay. Anyhow, let's see what this particular Day of Petmas gives you. Yay! I got candy canes. They give you speed 2 and haste 2 for 5 minutes each, which is kinda nice. But again, remember, this is primarily a one-time thing. So, save at least one for your trophy wall, folks. Because in this case, it's more like, well, your gift wall. So, it could, well, happy Petmas, everybody. So, bye for now, and see you in the next segment of the 12 Days of Petmas. Hello again, and for this segment, we are on the 17th of December. For those keeping track, we've been through the 14th, 15th, and 16th, so this makes this the 4th Day of Petmas. And for this one, I am using the, Mishima Sabah pet, the one that represents Kwanzaa. However, Petmas is kind of a non-denominational special holiday, but for those of you that like to bring your regular holiday set into the game, here you go. Happy Kwanzaa. Therefore, I'm going to see what this day brings. Remember, this is the 4th Day of Petmas. So, there's 12 gifts overall, and we'll see what the 4th is now. Yeah. Now, this gift is diamond. Yeah. It's diamond. Well, it's just a diamond. I know that may not seem like the biggest thing, but if you've been looking for them and been having a hard time, there you go. But also remember that it does take a bit of diamond to make your, most of your inventory pets. And, I should probably switch that to something a little more appropriate, so. There we go. Anyhow. Oh, and now it's actually showing absolutely. I'll get to all that other stuff later. Or mixing it in with the thing. Anyhow, but basically said, because they all require a diamond, this means that if you wanted to make another inventory pet, and since most of them require a diamond as their core, that you would be able, in fact, to have one going towards your next next inventory pet, especially when it is usually the most expensive component. So, I mean, there are exceptions, and that will be shown with whenever I show off all the other inventory pets, or probably already have, as this will be a special segment of my inventory pets review. But basically, you have a diamond, so you can make another inventory pet, not necessarily the same one. But anyhow, this has been the 4th Day of Petmas, so Merry Petmas, everybody. Here we are, on the 18th of December, which is the 5th Day of Petmas, I do believe. I am here with a Christmas pet for this little segment of the 12 Days of Petmas. So let's see, what will it give me? I have my present. Now, let's see what this particular gift is. An enchanted golden apple. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot more valuable than the last one. As you can see, in this particular version, it's not the one where I have a craftable recipe included. So that would be a pretty big deal, especially in post-combat update. If it doesn't have a recipe from any other mod, you would at least get one enchanted golden apple this way. Now that's good. Yeah, that's a good Petmas treat. Anyhow, I'll see you in the next segment. So, bye for now. Hello. I'm back, and in this section of my special on the 12 Days of Petmas, I'm about to see what this Menorah pet gives to me. Which, might I add, this is December 19th. Again, remember, these are date specific. And this would be the 6th Day of Petmas. So we are kind of closing in. We've seen several interesting gifts so far, and now it's time to see what this one gives. Okay. I have a gift. It is a spawn egg of some sort. I'm a little curious about this. Maybe this version doesn't have this working right. Let me check what this does. No, okay. I'll be right back in a slightly different world. Okay, now I'm back in one previous to the whole overhaul of how spawn eggs are handled in Forge. So, what I found out that I get is an iron golem spawn egg. Apparently these don't exist in later versions, so yeah, you can kind of tell that there's a bit of a different way that things are handled later, and that may cause a slight problem. But you're supposed to be getting an iron golem. Since I'm in Crazy Craft to demonstrate this portion, his HP is considerably more than usual. But still, an iron golem. I mean, that's a pretty good thing to do. It really helps with defending your base and helping out with other things. So, iron golem, and not a bad gift. I thought for a moment that one of these spawn eggs was supposed to be a Dinnerbone dog, like like a wolf renamed Dinnerbone. But maybe I was thinking differently. I think I'm thinking of another mod. But anyhow. But apparently this Day of Petmas is about the Iron Golem. So, there you go. There's your gift, and I'm going to have to see if I need to report that. because that whole egg not working thing is definitely not going to fly. Anyhow, see you in the next segment, folks. Hello, Glitch Reaper here, and I am back for this particular segment of the 12 Days of Petmas. Now, it is currently December 20th. Which should be, still within our margin here. Let me see here. Yep, this is the 7th day of Petmas. Okay, and this should be a very special gift. Let's see what we get. 7 Ender Pearls. For those of you having issues trying to find some Endermen, this should help with that. But also, note that they're also important within the mod itself, because you use some Ender Nuggets you can make from them for certain particular pets that are very special. So, based on that whole Ender Power thing, remember that these could come in very handy. So, I'll see you on the next segment, so bye for now. Hello, I'm back with this segment of my, of the 12 Days of Petmas, and remember, this skin is still in celebration for, getting ready for my 255 special. Now, this time we will see what we will get for the 8th day. After this, there will only be 4 days left. So, if you've been watching, you'll really want to see what this adds up to with the last few. So, let's do this. I got my present, and it's the Solstice helmet. This one has Unbreaking 4, Respiration 3, and Aqua Affinity 1. That may not seem like much right now, but it will add up to a very complete set. Also note the texture is actually pretty close to kind of like an extra white version of Iron, or kind of similar to the Royal Guardian set in a way, although not quite as white. But either way, this will add up to a decently thematic looking set overall, and some of it later has better enchant combinations on it. So the Solstice set is something to look forward to, and it ends up with an item that is really valuable. I've been through this before, so I know where this is heading. But for now, I'm going to lead off with this. Actually, I just wanted to put that on for a moment. Okay, either way, I'll be leaving off this segment, and I'll see you again in the next one. So, bye for now. And now here, I'm Glitch Reaper back for this segment of the 12 Days of Petmas. We are on December 22nd, the 9th day of Petmas. This means there are only 4 left to show. And for this particular day, we have the gift already given, although not opened. So let's open this present now. We get the Solstice chestplate. As I said before, some of these will have better and better enchantments, but remember that Unbreaking 4 is usually past your normal limit in and of itself, so you can tell that this one's going to last for quite some time. Now, in terms of switching things up, again, you can tell it looks kind of like iron armor, but a little bit different. But again, it is a unique set, and it's one of those things that's nice to put on an armor stand of one sort or another. So, yeah, you can imagine having a complete set eventually, and you won't have to imagine for much longer, because we're just about to close up the whole Petmas miracle. So, yeah, it's about that time. So, this is Glitch Reaper, and I'll be seeing you in the next segment. Hello, Glitch Reaper here, and it's me again here with, just a moment. There we go. Hello again, me Glitch Reaper here, and I'm here with the next segment to the 12 Days of Petmas. Now, this is December 23rd, so this will be the 10th day of Petmas with only 2 more left. So, let's see what we receive on this day. And the answer is the Solstice leggings. Now, the Solstice leggings have Unbreaking 4, which is again usually past the usual amount, but it also has simultaneously Blast Protection 4 and Protection 4 automatically. Normally those would contradict because they're different protection enchants. So, if you want some classic armor that still has the contradictions, you can still do that. Although I am in 1.7.10 in this particular instance, it should be noted this still stands in recent versions, like, say, 1.12.2, etc. So it is something that stands past the combat update, which makes it really handy because that way you can resist a very large amount of different attacks, and because the way combat has changed, that's very important. So, this particular gift is the Solstice leggings. I'll be showing off the full set later. But for now, I'll see... darn lips. But for now, I'll be seeing you in the next segment. Hello, I'm back with this particular segment of the 12 Days of Petmas. Darn lips, bad timing. I am here with the next to the last segment for the 12 Days of Petmas. This is December 24th. It is the 11th day of Petmas. We have only one more to go. So, as I get this particular present, it means it's almost time for the Petmas finale. Which, seeing how I've been progressing day to day, it's kind of weird talking like this when it'll be compressed into one video. But anyhow, the gift that we have for this particular day is the Solstice boots. The Solstice boots have Unbreaking 4, Fire Protection 4, and Feather Falling 4. So you will probably be using these in combat even just to reduce the fall damage. Now remember that Unbreaking 4 is past the normal limit, so this is one of those times where if you want a special extra bit of enchantment, you'll definitely want to go for it. And with this, I have the set pretty much ready. So I believe it's time that I actually switch out this pet just to show off the armor for a while. There we go. And we have the helmet. Now there is one more part to the Solstice set, and it is particularly cool. And that will be revealed in the next segment. So, bye for now, and until then. Okay, this is it, folks. This is the last segment of my 12 Days of Petmas. Because it is December 25th, which is Christmas Day for all those that do it that way. And that means it is also the 12th day of Petmas. So it is time to reveal the final gift. Now, this one's very special. I've quested for this one before, and I know it's particularly neat. So it's now time for the big reveal. It also goes directly into my hand. Now, yeah, you may note that this is actually a decently sized sword. I mean, it's not as big as Big Bertha here, but it's definitely longer than a traditional sized one, like the Ultimate Sword. But what's really special about this thing, well, let me show you what this data tag actually shows about it, because this is actually kind of unique. But yeah, it has a pretty considerable base attack damage, but the big thing is that little note you may see on it for this very special item, the Solstice Sword. Now, it has a couple of contradictory enchantments that normally you wouldn't be able to have together, like Sharpness and Smite, so it's good for whacking undead as well as being good in general. It has Unbreaking 2, which helps out. But the big thing is the Solstice Sword has this awesome ability. It says +9 bonus damage each hit, stacking. cools down after 3 seconds of inactivity. What this means is it deals rising damage whenever you hit things. Yeah, that's kinda unique. Now, I might do a quick little demonstration here against one of these things I've got lined up already for other reasons. I think I can try this out with a basilisk. They're decently hefty. But yeah, let's show what the Solstice sword really does. So remember, I got this cool set here, and I'm about to pummel something from ore spawn with something from inventory pets, if I can line up with it. I have to hit it fast, or it will start to... See, the damage is going up higher and higher. See, making a little sound. Rising power. And I just pummeled it with the Solstice sword. And what that means is this rising damage ability means you can take down incredibly large, powerful targets basically at will by basically just overpowering them with repetitive blows. Now, even past the combat update, this is in fact possible to keep doing, because even though there's a bit of a cooldown in combat, it is, however, much shorter than the amount of period of time that would reset this damage bonus. It says every 3 seconds. Well, it's only around a second that you have to wait to hit it full force. And on top of that, remember, if you were to be doing this in later versions of the game, like, say, 1.12.2, then you'll have access to the Sweeping Edge enchantment that you can grant it by an anvil. Lips. That's okay. Anyhow, you can grant it Sweeping Edge 3, and then you'll be dealing that full damage to everything in that radius. So you could imagine hitting groups of enemies with rising damage and pummeling them because of the full power of this sword. So it's actually a very unique weapon with a unique bonus. But do remember, again, this damage bonus resets after a little while. So it has to be used pretty much continuously to get the full power of it. Or you're going up against for example, going up against hordes of zombies or one very big enemy. Remember, it also does not have extended reach compared to normal swords, so unlike here in Ore Spawn with the Big Bertha, you will still have to get up close and personal. But even then, it is a fantastic sword, and this completes not only the 12 Days of Petmas, but also this cool set here, the Solstice set. And as you can imagine, this can also look pretty cool whenever it's at an armor stand and sword pedestal. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm actually going to get a couple of those and just show what this looks like whenever it's nearby. And this will just take a moment here. But I'm going to say... I shouldn't be going in that direction. It gets foggy. I'll just land on top of Sky's head here. This is the thing about completing this section in Crazy Craft, is that you can make weird statements like that that actually make sense. Sorry, little pet. I need a couple of very particular items, including an armor stand from Bibliocraft. So thank you. Wait. That's one thing about that search function, is it always does that. And I'll also need a pedestal. Any sword pedestal will do, so I'll go with that one. So let's actually work these two together and show how they look beside each other, fully done. Now, okay, so not on me, but this is how it looks on armor stand from Bibliocraft, and with a sword pedestal beside it. So this kind of shows that you can have this set in multiple ways, and it looks really cool. So yeah, now obviously there's a different way it looks in armor stands later, and you could probably just do that for yourself on later versions, especially when it's easier to actually get the armor and sword set without having to go through the quest and survival then, because these earlier versions, guess what they actually do? A lot of these earlier versions of inventory pets actually has the ability to hide it from even any eye. Do you see these sets here? No, you don't even see the cookie here. All the holiday stuff is hidden in this version, even from the NEI, even though it's supposed to show everything in your modded profile that's an obtainable object. For some odd reason, he managed to pull out a miracle and make sure it didn't show up. Now, in later versions, that's not true, but it's also gotten a little more well-known, although, again, there's reasons why I'm showing it here. It's not really that well-known. So, because of that, I guess he decided it was finally time to let it actually show off. But anyhow, with this completed look here and everything, and this being the last day, this is where I will finally completely sign off from this, because this concludes the 12 Days of Petmas. You've seen all the gifts so far in their corresponding days, including here the last one, in your remarkable special gift, the Solstice Sword, which is just really awesome. I mean, look at this thing. It's a big sword. It's got something that looks like a diamond hilt. But also remember, these particular events, their prizes are only through the events. There is no crafting recipe for any of this stuff. It is something that you can only get by using the holiday pets, and at their corresponding moments. So this is one of those times where you do have to have a time-sensitive quest, and I managed to complete this one all the way through, even though I had to bounce across a few different worlds to do it. Yeah, you also should note that some of these things you will only get once. So, yeah. Also, I'm kind of curious here, why is it that even though this is technically enchanted, it's not showing the enchantment glow in the model in this version? I think maybe later versions don't have that problem, but oh well. Anyhow, you now have seen the might of the Solstice set in its entirety. Or at least you've seen what the sword can do. I mean, I didn't actually go into survival there to whack that basilisk. I just pummeled it with this sword. But even then, it shows it can be a pretty quick victory for you. So the Solstice sword brings you the might of winter, including its beautiful holiday season. Including, of course, the solstice itself, which is also highly celebrated. There's many holidays around this time, and it's one of the ways that make this particular event so important. Because just about everybody has holidays around this season. Seriously, look it up. You'll probably find in like every single version of religion you can think of, as well as just personal holidays and, well, everything. Everybody celebrates a holiday around here. And this is a unique one within Minecraft itself. This is Petmas. So celebrating your inventory pets, or pets period, which is kind of a nice idea. I mean, why isn't there an International Pet Day? I mean, seriously, that would be a great holiday. But yeah. So, regardless of anything else, this is Glitch Reaper. I'll be signing off. Hope to hear from you all later. And Merry Petmas, everybody!